Today I'm going to make a spicy smoked rub pork loin from the charcuterie book. I was gonna do the Canadian bacon, but I saw there was a recipe next to it, the spicy smoked roasted pork loin. The Canadian bacon is a cured smoked pork loin as well, but the rub mixture, the spicy rub mixture on this one seemed really interesting. So this spicy dry rub consists of, let's see, it's a lot. This is really spicy. And I'm assuming we're going to use all of this rub because we're going to use a 4-pound boneless pork loin. I couldn't find a 4-pound one, so I did find a 3.5 pound, so this should be fine. So what we have is 1 tablespoon of fresh ground black pepper, 1 teaspoon of cayenne pepper, 2 tablespoons of chili powder, 2 tablespoons of ground coriander, 1 tablespoon of brown sugar, 1 tablespoon of oregano, 4 huge tablespoons of Spanish paprika. If you can't find Spanish paprika, you can probably just use whatever you can, but I used to use that Hungarian paprika, but my store carries bulk Spanish paprika, and this is so much better. So that's 4 tablespoons of paprika, 3 tablespoons of kosher salt, and 1 tablespoon of white pepper. This is going to be spicy. Pork loin, trimmed it really good. Got quite a large layer of fat. It was less than 1/4 inch of fat, but I didn't want all that on there because I want that spice mix to get into the meat. And remove the silver skin. So you've got just under 3.5 pounds because I probably cut off about a 1/4 pound of fat. And then I've decided there's no way you're going to use all of this on there, so I'm going to use my discretion and add what I think needs to be on there. So I know you're going to want a nice heavy coating, and I would suggest using a rubber glove for this because you don't want all that pepper getting into your skin, because it's, even if you wash your hands really well, you go to touch your eye an hour later and you're in trouble. So we're just going to liberally add that to one side and flip her over. And as you can see, I am liberally putting that on. Because what we're going to do after we get this spice rub on there is we're going to wrap this up in plastic wrap and refrigerate it for 42 hours to cure. And then it's going to go on the smoker. What I've done is put some of this excess rub that seemed to have more of the salt on the plastic wrap, and then I'm going to lay the pork loin on there and then just kind of add the rest of that to it. There we go. That looks better. And then some of that comes off the side. That'll be fine. And off the front. Okay. So now I'm going to do it this way first. Close up the front. use another layer once I get this wrapped to really seal it up good with that pepper. Yeah, I think that'll look good. Okay, I'm just going to get another piece of plastic and wrap that up good. Okay, got another layer of plastic wrap here. I'm just going to lay that down like that because I've already covered these ends, and then I'm just going to roll it up. Nice and tight. Just like that. I think that'll be just fine. I'm actually gonna transfer that to a Ziploc bag. You know, don't want any leaks all over the place, all over the refrigerator. So there we go. Nice bundle. Pop her into the zip top bag. Squeeze that in here. And then off this goes to the refrigerator for 2 days. Okay, it was 2 days in the refrigerator. Let's unwrap this baby. Smells good. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to put this pork loin in one of these. This is called a ham bag. It's been soaking in water with a little bit of liquid smoke in the water. And these are used with you know, big hams to help keep them keep their shape better when they're being smoked. So I thought this would be a good idea for this pork loin because I want to hang this in the smoker. I should have put on 2 rubber gloves instead of 1. Oh well. Okay, I'm going to tie that right there. And I have my hook. Looks really good. Okay, I'm going to hang this in the smoker and then let her smoke to an internal temperature of I believe it was 140, 150 degrees. I'll have to double check on that. So that's ready. The wood chips are the wood chips are soaking, and I've decided to go with hickory for this because, like I said earlier, pork and hickory go together really well. Okay, everything's set up. There's the smokes going now. Let's just hang our pork line. Oops. There we go. A probe in there. 41 degrees right now. Looks really good. Should be interesting. Boy, I tell you, I'm really getting a lot of use out of this smoking rack that I had a friend of mine build. There we go. Yeah, got good smoke coming out of there. Not sure how long this will take. A few hours. I'll check on it here in a little bit. We'll see. Been 3.5 hours, and we're still at 133. And double checked the recipe. It said to go to 140 internal temperature. Now this is weird, because the original recipe called for bringing it up to 140 degrees internal temperature, and they said it would only take about 48 minutes. I don't think that's true. So I'm just going to let this keep going. Throw some more chips on it until it gets up to 140 degrees. Okay, here's the spicy pork loin fresh off of the smoker. It actually took about 3.5 hours to get up to 140. So now I'm just going to let this cool. It smells really, really good. I'm going to let it cool on the counter. Then I'm going to put it in the refrigerator for a couple days, let it cool down really well. Let's take a look at the spicy smoked pork loin. I've actually had it in the refrigerator for a couple of days. Get it nice and chilled, because I plan on eating this kind of like ham. Actually, it kind of looks like a small picnic ham. So I'll take that ham bag off. And I'm going to cut it right here because I think I'm going to use this smaller end for seasoning for some bean soup or something. That'll be good. It looks pretty good. Oh gosh, it smells really good. Actually has a slight pink hue to it. Let's slice this really thin and see how it tastes. I think I'm going to end up using my electric slicer. It's really good. Yeah, I'm gonna use I have like a deli slicer. I think I'm gonna use that. Very good. Can really taste that smoke. And the spice is just right. It's not overly spiced. I think it could use more of a salt flavor. Like if you brine it. Like the Canadian bacon recipe called for brining it first, and then the Canadian bacon version used pink salt, which is sodium nitrate. But this one is quite good. Okay, I'm going to slice that all up. There you have it. Spicy smoked pork loin.